Hello, happy Saturday. It's totally Saturday. Kind of got a little woo on my days. Um, I had a really good day. It's really fun getting to see a bunch of people who I don't really get to see that often, so it was really nice. Um, but I read a few articles this week that kind of stuck with me. The first one that I really want to talk about kind of it really stuck out to me in a way that I need to talk about it on here. Since I started this journey, even before I started this journey, I was all about learning to love myself the way I was, learning to love my body and accept my body the way it was, learning to accept my body when it was over 300 pounds. And learning to love that and be okay with that and just not be hard on myself because of that. Sorry. And coming to terms with, I'm happy with the way I am, but I know that it can be different. I know that I can lose this weight. I know that there are ways I can do this. I need to get help. And coming to this realization that I work out and I had this surgery not because I hated my body, not because I hated myself, but because I loved myself enough to realize that there are ways that I could have gotten help, that I could get help with becoming healthier and to live longer and to just start being able to enjoy life. And I did it, I tell everybody, I was like, that one of the best, quotes, inspiration things I've come across is, saying I work out not because I hate my body, but because I love my body. And I was reading this article about this woman on Instagram who she's like a fitness blogger type person. She's documented her weight loss journey. I haven't actually had a chance to actually go and look her up yet, just because I kind of forgot what her Instagram name was, so I have to find the article again. But she lost 150 pounds and wasn't, had come to terms with her loose skin and, was definitely posting about, accepting that and loving that and being okay with this and just learning to love her new body, without all that weight. And I guess from what I understood of the article, she had decided not to get the skin removal surgery because her insurance wouldn't cover it. And it can be expensive, really, really expensive. So she decided not to. And then somehow she ended up on the show The Doctors. And they had, sorry guys. They had a surgeon there who offered to do a skin removal surgery for her. They said it was about 14 pounds of just extra loose skin. So, you count the 150 she had lost plus the 14 pounds. She ended up losing about 164 pounds, which is crazy that you could end up having that much extra weight just by having that extra skin. Anyways, I digress. She, this doctor, said, hey, if you want it, we'll do it. The show will cover the costs, we'll cover the cost of your surgery. And she accepted the offer. And she gets on afterwards, after the show aired, she got on her Instagram and she starts talking about how, she's getting the skin removal surgery and she was really excited and wanted to share it with her followers and her fans and she said that while most people were supportive of her getting the skin removal surgery and were very happy for her, people started to get angry with her and degrade her and just be cruel, talking about how can you be out here preaching love your body, love yourself, and then you're going to go and get a skin removal surgery. That's not loving yourself. Wrong. That is so wrong, and it pissed me off so much. There is a difference. It's not even a difference. You can love your body and you can love yourself and still know that there's ways that you can be healthier and ways that you can be happier with it. Look, people, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I embrace my extra loose skin. I will show it off. I will wear it as a badge of honor. But you had better believe that if I have a chance to have a skin removal surgery to get it removed, hell yeah, I'm gonna have it removed. And it's not because I don't like it. It's not because not because I hate myself, because I do. I am completely in love with my body and the way I look and the way I feel. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop working and stop trying to make it better. That's not what that means. And the fact that this woman got attacked by people who had been supporting her in her journey because she had a chance to get the skin removal surgery and have that 14 extra pounds of just skin removed. It just blows my mind that they attacked her for that and tried to say, oh, you're a hypocrite. You don't love your body because you're having this surgery, blah, 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 blah. Screw you. Screw all of you. Screw anybody that attacked her for doing something that was going to take an extra 14 pounds of just dead weight off of her. Just because you love your body and just because you're happy with it and accept that doesn't mean you're not allowed to want to change it for the better. Like, my damn, people, get a freaking life. You're going to need to, if anybody ever comes at me and tries to tell me that I'm a hypocrite because I say I love my body and I promote self-love and self-care and self-acceptance, but because I'm wanting to change my body, I'm a hypocrite because that means I really don't love myself or my body. Screw you. Take it and, shove a running shoe up your ass, okay? That is not just, no. You can love yourself, you can love your body, and still want to change it, make it better. Never, ever, ever stop from wanting to make it better. And don't let anybody discourage you. I am so glad. From what I understand, she's going through, she's having the surgery, despite what everybody's saying. And good for her. Good for her. Good for her for not letting that negativity, first of all, not letting it get her down, and then not letting it stop her from going through with it. Like, that is just insanity. That's an equivalent of somebody coming up to you and being like, oh, you took the easy way out because you had weight loss surgeries. Screw you too, whatever. Screw you. Don't attack somebody because they have gotten tools and assistance and help with making themselves better and making their bodies healthier and getting the chance to live a longer, healthier, happier life. I work out. I strive to get stronger, to lose more weight, because I know that as much as I love myself and I accept myself right now, I know that I could have a better relationship with my body and a better understanding of my body by continuing to lose the weight and continuing to build muscle and continuing to change it. It's not wanting to change for the better and wanting to make yourself healthier and just it does not mean you hate yourself. It does not. No. It's not how it works, people. It is just not how it works. I'm going to say it. I'm going to repeat myself. I'm going to sound like a broken record during this video. Love yourself enough to know that you can be better. Don't get to a point where you're like, oh, okay, this is good. I'm happy with this. And don't let somebody come up here and being like, well, if you continue to do this, if you continue to try and do this, that means you hate yourself and you're a hypocrite. Screw all of you. All of it. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to anybody. Don't listen to anybody that comes at you with that negativity. That bullshit. That is such bullshit. No. If you have a goal to be a certain weight or a certain size, if you have a goal to go out there and win a bodybuilding competition and you want to get up there and stretch your shit in front of a whole show of people, do it. Do your goals. As long as you are still being healthy and safe, do it. Love yourself enough to know that you can be better. And if anybody tries to come at you with any sort of negative BS, just flip them off and continue about your day. You don't need that negativity in your life. You don't need any of that. I'm rooting for you. I don't know you, but I'm rooting for you. Love yourself enough to know that you can do better. Love yourself enough to know that you can be better. Like, love yourself enough to not break that routine. If, I say that in enough, like, if you have an injury or, something like that, definitely there's going to be things that happen in life that are going to break your routine. It happens. It's a fact of life, but if you can avoid, if there is a situation that is easily avoided and you don't have to break your routine, don't break your routine. Even if it means getting up before the freaking sun comes up to stick with your routine, do it. Because you are going to regret not going and doing that workout, or not going and doing that run, or not going or doing that yoga class. Whatever your routine is, you're going to regret not doing it more than you are ever going to regret doing it. You are not going to regret wanting to make yourself healthier. And you're not going to regret a workout. Even on workouts where I've come out of there like, oh man, that hurts. Like, my back hurts, or I think I pulled a muscle, or, I'm still sore from, the last 2 workouts. You're not going to regret that. You're not going to regret that pain. You're going to regret the bag of chips you eat while you're laying on a couch doing nothing. You'll regret that. You'll regret the stomachache it probably is going to give you. But you're not going to regret that workout. You're not going to regret that cramping. That muscle cramp, that you got to stretch out. You're not going to regret that. Because that means you worked hard. You're not going to... This, as much as I love this, and I accept this, and I'm proud of this, and I will show it off to you all damn day. You see that? That's extra skin, people. And I love that. I'm so proud of that. But the first chance I have to have that removed, it's gone. And it's not because I hate it. It's not because I hate myself. It's not because I don't accept it. It's because I know that without this, I can be better. I can be healthier. I can hit a goal. I can hit my next goal. I can whatever it is, I can finally wear, a shirt or a jacket or something that I've been wanting, but because of extra skin, my arms are still a little on the bigger side. It's like this. Imagine my arm without this. Like, it would be smaller. I'm allowed to want that. I'm allowed to love my body at the same time as wanting to make it better and healthier and wanting to change it. I'm allowed to do that. This woman is allowed to do that. This woman is allowed to go and get that surgery and still talking and helping people understand that you can love yourself and want to change your body for the better. Ugh, I will never understand how people had that reaction. And it obviously, as you can tell, really, really irked me to a point where I just, these people. So yes, wanting to change your body and wanting to be healthier and whatever it is does not mean you're a hypocrite for saying that you love yourself and you love your body. So I'm going to stop that now. Also, understand the difference between want and need. You may want a cookie, but your body's not going to tell you you need a cookie. Like, there is no. You're going to get more nutritional value, more of what your vitamin, more of the vitamins and the proteins and all that good stuff that your body needs. You're going to get more of that from choosing a healthier snack than you are a cookie. But if you want the cookie, and you can moderate yourself to know just, hey, just this one cookie, have that cookie. But don't try and tell somebody, well, sometimes my body tells me I need a carrot, and the other time my body tells me I need a cookie. No, that's not how that works. That's the other article I read. It was about the Kurbo app, which, if you're not familiar with it, if you haven't heard about it, it's Weight Watchers' new app geared towards kids. They gear it towards kids right around the age of 8. And while I understand the idea behind it, I don't necessarily agree with it or encourage the use of it. I feel like, especially at that age, it could potentially cause more harm than good. I think it's definitely, on the parents to help your kids. Hey, let's stock the house with healthier snacks. Let's get apples and bananas and carrots, and we can do carrots and hummus. You can do little snack packs like that. Like, provide healthier snacks. For your kid, instead of giving them this app where they go and they're going to put in what they're going to eat, and it's either going to give them apparently a green light if it's good, or a red light if it's bad. I definitely understand the idea behind it. I really do, and I like it in a sense of okay, maybe it'll make older kids, maybe it'll make them stop and think a little bit more. Is this going to help me in the long run? Let's face it, as kids, for the most part, the majority of kids, I do know a few kids here and, rare kids here and there that prefer to eat fruit and vegetables, fruits and veggies, there we go, over, cookies and candy and things like that, which is great. Love that. I have a friend who, her favorite snack is green beans. Just green beans from the produce. Just go get a bag of green beans and rinse them off and she eats them. It's great. And that's great, and she's going to, she passes that on. She'll pass that on to her kids, hey, want to keep healthy snacks in the house. And that's great. Help your kids learn that way, but don't give your 8-year-old an app to do that. I don't know. I feel like this woman, the title of the article was I'm a fat mom who used Weight Watchers, and this is why I disagree with their app for kids. Was something like that was what the article was titled. And I agreed with pretty much everything, in the first part of the article. Maybe you should stop and think about giving your 8-year-old an app for weight management. Okay. Definitely agreed with loving yourself and accepting yourself, and realize, and but then she made the statement, well, I've learned to listen to my body. Great. Listen to your body. Your body's going to let you know when you've pushed it too hard. Your body's going to let you know if you're actually hungry. Your body's going to let you know if it's tired. Your body's going to let you know if you need to stretch. Yes, definitely. She's like, I'm going to listen to my body. I'm going to let my body tell me what it needs. Sometimes it's carrot. Sometimes it's a cookie. No. Your body's not going to tell you it needs a cookie. You want a cookie. You crave a cookie. You don't need a cookie. Cookies. Look, unless you're out here baking, you have these nutritional, there's a thing here in Jacksonville, I forget what it's called, right off the top of my head, but it's like Jetpack Nutrition. And I've tasted a few of the things that they use. If it's the right people, I'm probably wrong in the name, but they make these protein waffles, and they make them with like a sweet potato base and some protein powder, and they're jam packed like protein and vitamins, things that your body is going to use, good things your body is going to use and actually need. But unless you have these things where these people have studied and designed these protein waffles or whatever it is, that cookie is full of just sugar, which is something your body doesn't necessarily need. You don't necessarily need that. You want the cookie. If you want the cookie, great. Have the cookie. Have that one cookie. But don't try to say, oh, my body's telling me I need this cookie. No, you just want it. And that's okay. It's okay to want that cookie. I want a cookie. I want chocolate. I want to try a piece of that cake that looks really freaking good. There was a cheesecake. Somebody, a couple like days or maybe a week ago, whatever. It was like this chocolate cheesecake. My friend offered me, but I was like, I don't need this, but I kind of want to try it because I'm intrigued. And let me tell you, that one tiny little bite was more than enough because it was super sweet. But it was so good. And I was like, I'm really glad I tried that because it's really good. And now I want to try and figure out a way to do this with like a sugar-free option. But yeah, like it's okay to admit, yes, I want something that's not healthy for me. I want some Doritos. I want that chocolate chip cookie. That Chips Ahoy goodness, or the ones, the chocolate chip chunk cookies that like you get at Chick-fil-A. Oh, those are good. Those are such good cookies. It's okay to admit that you want that. And occasionally, it's good to give in and let yourself have that. I'm never going to tell you, hey, you should cut all of this stuff out of your diet and never have it again. That's when you get into those dangerous things where like, oh, I'm never going to be allowed to have this. But I'm going to have a cheat day. And I'm going to allow myself to have this and then end up eating 5 of them. Like, that's... Yeah. Just limit yourself. Everything in moderation. If you want the cookie, great. You want that slice of cake, great. You don't need it. There's a difference between want and need. Your body needs vitamins and proteins and healthy fats and things like that. Like your body needs things like that. Like talk to a nutritionist, talk to your doctor, talk to, somebody that's been educated and trained and with this, just actually talk about what your body needs. Cookie ain't going to be in the list. It bothered me just because I'm like, oh, but yeah. It is what it is. You can love yourself and still want to change and make yourself better and healthier. You can want and have that cookie if you want it. You don't need it. You gotta learn, you have to, there has to be a balance and a moment where you actually take time to actually learn about nutrition and health and, go to classes. There's stuff online, resources online that you can use. For it and, but just really, learn the difference of want and need and loving yourself and accepting yourself, but still understanding that means you're allowed to change and make yourself healthier and better. And, don't let other people's opinions of who you are and what you should be doing affect you in any way, shape, or form. They don't matter. At the end of the day, you're the one who has to sit there and look in a mirror and ask yourself, do I like who's staring back at me? Am I happy with who I am today? Am I happy with the way I look? Am I happy with my health? Am I happy with whatever it is? And that answer is allowed to be yes. And that answer is allowed to be yes and understand, yes, I'm happy with this, but I know I can do better. I know I can be better. I know I can be healthier. I know that I gave in and I allowed myself to have that cookie. Also, your workouts on the lines of allowing yourself to have a cookie or anything filled with sugary deliciousness. It's not necessarily good for you. Your workouts. I don't remember who this quote is from, but it's always stuck with me. Your workout. What is it? Oh God! Now that I need to say it, I can't. Your workout is a celebration of what your body can do, not a punishment for what you ate. Don't stare at a piece of cake and be like, oh, I'm going to allow myself to have this piece of cake, but that means I have to do 10 extra minutes on the treadmill tomorrow, or 5 extra burpees, or 5 extra squats, or anything like that, or an extra 500 meters on the rower, or an extra mile on my run. Don't treat your workout as a punishment for something. That's the easiest way to get discouraged and to just not look forward to your workouts. I work out because I'm celebrating what my body's able to do, not as a punishment for allowing myself to have a cookie or a piece of cake or some Doritos or anything like that. Whatever I decide, I'm going to give into and have, even though I know I probably shouldn't. I'm not going to hold that against myself in the gym and treat my workout as a punishment for allowing myself to have something I wanted. So yeah, just go out there, live your life, ignore the negativity, ignore the haters, like screw them. You're doing great. You're making decisions. You're making healthier changes in your life. You're doing great. As long as you're happy with who you are, and as long as you sit there and if you tell yourself, yes, I'm happy, I love myself, but I know I can do better. I know I can be better. I know I can be healthier. I know I can make these changes. Do it. Just because you love yourself and accept yourself doesn't mean you're not allowed to change things. It just means, your health and your fitness, it's a constant change. You can't, your body gets used to something, so you have to change it up to do something, to continue on. You can't just get stuck in this rut and be like, oh, okay, here I am, and we're cool, and I'm just going to continue doing this, even though I don't know results. You have to switch things up every now and then. You have to have that change, and love yourself enough to do it. Your workouts aren't a punishment. They're a time for celebration, a time to look at and be like, yeah, I just did that. It's part of the reason why I love posting. Even though you guys might hate it, I love posting my heart rate graph from Orange Theory after my morning workouts. I love being able to post that because it's a celebration of, look at the workout I just did. Look at how many splat points I got. Look how many calories I just burned in this workout. I love that. I love, especially now with the new treadmills and stuff, it actually tells you like your average speed on the treadmill, what your average incline was, what your distance was. Love that. I love being able to be like, hey, that's how far I went today. Like, it's wonderful. And I like being able to share that and celebrate what I was able to do, what my body was able to do. Last Friday when I did that 2 workouts in one day, that was intense, a little insane. But I loved that I was able to do it. I loved that my body was like, hell yeah, we're going to do this. And we did it. And we burned a crap ton of calories and got so many splat points. And I loved that I was able to actually do that because I wouldn't have been able to do that a year ago. There's no way I would have been able to do 2 of those workouts in the same day. So, I love being able to do that. My workouts are a celebration. They will always be a celebration of what my body can do. Every run, every 5K run that I do is a celebration of what I'm able to do. It's not a punishment. Don't treat your workouts like a punishment. Treat it like a celebration because that's what it is. It really is. So that's why I'm going to cut this off. I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekends. Remember, every day, do something good for your body and mind. Don't miss a Monday workout, and just have a fantastic, healthy life, people. Love yourself. Love yourselves. And accept yourselves. And know that still means you're allowed to change things. All right.